He gave Bonner just a few seconds to recover, and that's all Bonner needed. But outstanding first round for Jon Jones.
All right, round 2, now bring it on, come on.
Second round, let's see what Bonner tries to switch up. Definitely taking the center of the octagon quickly. And again.
If I had to guess, I would say Bonner is going to try to turn this fight into a stand-up war.
Yeah, and it may be more a bit of a brawl, hey? Try to not get into the technical fighting that Jones has been able to utilize so far. And that's what we saw in the fight, Joe, with Forrest Griffin. It became a stand-up war.
Oh, look at that. Leg trip, and immediately Jones jumps on him, hang on to his back. Stephan Bonner up to his feet. He's trying to break the hands. But the real problem is that Jon Jones is just, he's so good at controlling guys.
Bonner has taken a few trips to Thailand to train, once by himself, once with Mark Delagrati.
Nice
He's getting picked apart here. Proposed to his fiancée, Andrea, in Thailand. Just the physical gifts that Jones brings into this game of MMA almost remind you of Roy Jones. He doesn't have to be perfect with everything, Joe, because he is just so physically gifted. And again with the takedown.
Well, it's what I said earlier in the pre-fight. When a guy is great at one thing, it's very easy for them to transfer that energy, that focus, and put it into another thing. For Jon Jones, it was being so great at Greco-Roman, being so great at wrestling, and now you see like the spinning elbows and the kicks that he's throwing. He's using that same focus that let him be a wrestling champion and turn him into a martial arts champion.
And just 21 years old.
Yeah. 21 years old and all the time in the world.
Just like that. Just like that. Slide the elbow. Armpit, push him over.
Just about at the midway point of this fight.
Jon Jones is he's in Stephan Bonner's half guard here, but he's controlling this situation. It doesn't seem like, you know, Bonner's made a couple attempts to move his hips and try to get Jones off him, but it doesn't seem like he's getting any ground there. See, he's elevating his hips. He's trying to sweep and get back up to his feet, and he does. Good job by Stephan Bonner.
Bonner with the body shot. Jon Jones 7-0, but that's a bit deceiving with his experience, Joe. 6 of his fights came in 2 nights during tournaments. His other win, obviously the win in his UFC debut back in the Twin Cities, Minneapolis, St. Paul at the Target Center against Andre Guzman.
Good body kick by Jon Jones.
We return to the Centre de Bell Center, Montreal, Quebec, Canada, UFC 97, presented by Tap Out. Anderson Silva, Talis Leites for the middleweight championship. Tickets go on sale next week for UFC Fight Club members. Log on to GEG.ca. Also, for ticket information, you can always check out UFC.com.
Jon Jones is breathing a little heavier, and he's slowed down a little bit in this round, Mike. Let's see if Stephan Bonner has the energy to take advantage of it.
Montreal's favorite son in the main event tonight, George Rush St-Pierre against BJ Penn for the welterweight title. That's our main event later tonight.
Just like that.
Good
elbow, good left.
Look at that, tries a Wing Chun technique. Good uppercuts there by Stephan Bonner.
Bonner trying to work the body now.
He's keeping the pressure on Jones.
See if he looks for a knee. There it is.
Nice knee to the body.
Got himself in position, but only through one. Good uppercut answer by Jon Jones. Working the clinch game. Looking to come over the top with the elbows. Little switch.
Jon Jones just looked up at the time. This is where Bonner's really got to pour it on.
Oh, my goodness. How good was that?
You know, he doesn't even give you a second. If you fall into a position where he can take you down, his explosiveness and his technique is just, it's a thrill to watch.
Final 10 seconds of the second round.
I would have to say he's one of the best in MMA at that, Mike. I thought that in the Guzman fight. Look at this. He tried a scissor trip. And that's the other thing I was talking about, is this wild, unpredictable stuff.
Talented and entertaining.
Talented and entertaining indeed. Look at, here's a nice elbow over the top by Jon Jones and a straight left right afterwards. And you know, you got to think how well he's doing with the stand-up, and there's that beautiful throw. He's a Greco-Roman guy. I mean, that's his background. But yet he's doing outstanding against a really good stand-up fighter in Stephan Bonnar.
Speed in your hands, your elbows, and your knees. That push kick now is more important than ever, okay? Move to him in angles. All he's gonna do is throw and hold because he's behind. This guy's...
Watch the water. Drink the water. Drink the water.
Punch your elbows. Okay, you're not tired, just fight.
Let's go. Fight me and Stephan. Bring the hell for him.
Mauricio Shogun Rua coming up his win over Mark Coleman. UFC 97, he will fight Chuck, the Iceman Liddell, Bonnar, and Jones.
All right, last round, bring it on,
Third
come
and
on.
final round. Here we go. Good footwork. Good movement. Both men trying to use the teep.
I'm surprised that Stephan Bonner's initiated a clinch, because I would think that was the last place he would want to be with Jones. Jones is just so good in the tie-up, so good at throws. Good combinations here by Bonnar. Bonnar just turning it up, and that's what his corner said, 5 minutes, give him hell. And, you know, they think that Jon Jones is tired, and I think they're right.
Bonnar coming underneath and over the top, a technique often trained with Mark Delagrati. Getting in the clinch underneath, over the top. We see Marcus Davis utilize it a lot. And now a knee.
Yeah, Stephan Bonner's got to really turn it on now. If he wants to win this fight, he's got to do something convincing in this round. Really pour it on here.
Superman punch.
Good right hand by Bonnar.
Is Jones running out of gas a little bit?
I would say definitely. But you know what? He was running out of gas in the last round. He still hit that beautiful throw with seconds to go in the fight. Or seconds to go in the round, rather.
How much gas does Bonnar have? I know he's trained very, very diligently for this fight at Extreme Couture. Master Toddy using the Kevin Kearns system for his conditioning that Kenny Florian has helped to make famous. Bonnar is the one trying to push forward and initiate here in the third and final round. Takes a look at the clock. 3 minutes remains in the fight.
Bonnar trying for a trip, winds up on his back.
Wow.
And that just shows you the wrestling of Jon Jones. He just shrugged that off like it was nothing. Triangle. He's gonna pop his head out.
220. Good position here for Jon Jones. You hear his corner saying own him right there. 31-year-old against 21-year-old.
Go hold the short, Stephan.
That's it, Johnny.
Bonnar trying to get up to his feet. Knees to the body by Jones.
A knee to the body, not to the head in this position.
Bonnar back to his feet.
Couple of foot stomps, 1:45 on the clock. 15-month layoff for the American Psycho, Stephan Bonnar. 90 seconds remains. Both men are exhausted.
This is a grueling fight. Stephan Bonner trying to pressure him.
Absolutely.
Less than a minute to go. And Jon Jones just looked up at the clock.
38 seconds. Bonner looking to find the energy to push forward.
Bonner turning it up right now.
Bonner stalking him. Jones may very well know he just needs to survive for another 25 seconds. He should be favored on the judges' scorecards. Probably in his mind, I'm sure. Especially when you are taking into account the number of successful takedowns that Jones has turned in.
Jones has got a body lock on him again here.
We are headed once again to the judges' scorecards.
Good fight.
Stephan Bonner looked very disappointed at the end of that round. I think he thinks he lost a decision.
Our fight replay brought to you by Bud Light. The difference is drinkability.
And here is the wrestling technique, the skill in throws and takedowns that Jon Jones has. And here's a beautiful knee by Jones. 21 years old, second fight in the UFC, and he may have just won a decision over a veteran.
Quality win it would be indeed against one of the two men involved in what truly is still considered the greatest fight, the most significant fight in mixed martial arts history. 6:07 back to his...
I'll tell you what, you know, even if he doesn't win, even if he doesn't win the decision, Jon Jones has a gigantic future.
No question about it. Bruce Buffer.
I believe he won the decision, but if he didn't, the sky's the limit for that kid.
All right, guys.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. Adelaide Bird scores at 30-27. Roy Silver scores at 29-28. And Cecil People scores the contest 29-28, declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Johnny Bones Jones.
Truly, as Joe just said, the sky is the limit for unbeaten Johnny Bones Jones. He has to have impressed everyone in attendance tonight, including the UFC light heavyweight champion, Sugar Rashad Evans, training partner of the welterweight champion, George Rush St-Pierre. Coming up next, it's a light heavyweight showcase between 13-0 Lyoto Machida and 13-0 Thiago Silva. Take a look inside the locker room of the son of a karate master, the Brazilian, Lyoto Machida. 5-0 inside the locker room. He has not lost a round on the judges' scorecards in any of his UFC fights that have gone the distance. His opponent, as we look inside the locker room of fellow Brazilian Thiago Silva, 10 of his 13 career wins have come by TKO or knockout. He's only been out of the first round 4 times, and he doesn't plan on it taking long tonight to defeat Lyoto Machida. Topps has fully embraced the sport of mixed martial arts with the launch of UFC licensed trading cards. Fight fans here in attendance tonight at the MGM are the first to get their hands on these authentic cards featuring GSP and BJ Penn. For more information, go to topps.com/UFC.
Just putting on a t-shirt.
The big ones still remain. A battle of unbeatens. And the fight that is truly an epic battle, our main event of the evening. It's the Brazilian against the Brazilian. Unbeaten against unbeaten. Lyoto Machida set to face Thiago Silva.
Very impressive, dominant performance from Lyoto Machida.
A karate karate fighter, holding a perfect professional record.
Silva teeing up, and it is all over! Thiago Silva, 13-0! Unbelievable! One got three got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, from Machida goes he!
Heat is in trouble.
I don't think Thiago fought a tough guy like me. Thiago is gonna be in trouble.
Oh, he faked him with the low and went high.
I feel like nothing can stop me right now, including Lyoto Machida.
Good elbow by Thiago. And another brutal ground and pound by Thiago Silva. That referee is
When this fight starts, Thiago is gonna realize he made a big mistake. Thiago has no idea what I bring to this fight.
My dream is to go undefeated my whole life, to be an undefeated champion.
I wanna be champion, I want a title shot. And Thiago Silva is in my way.
Former member of the Shootbox team, now representing American top team, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, Thiago Silva has finished all but one of his opponents. His average fight length, Joe, 5 minutes and 1 second.
Man, he looks pumped up, Mike. This is a huge fight for him, and he knows it. Thiago Silva is an excellent fighter. He's about as well-rounded as they come. He's got very good Muay Thai, great boxing, great jiu-jitsu. He's got tremendous heart, and he's a finisher. Finished 9 opponents within round 1. His ground and pound that he put on Houston Alexander was absolutely brutal. If anything, you could say that he just hasn't faced the same level of competition that Lyoto Machida has. Lyoto has faced a slightly higher level of competition, but other than that, these guys are both very, very, very dangerous guys at 205. And I don't know what this song is, but it's cool.
I don't know what the song is, but it's really loud. 11 stoppages in his career due to strikes. 13-0, Thiago Silva. Always aggressive. Looking to overwhelm fellow Brazilian Machida tonight. Never been knocked down. Lyoto Machida has absorbed fewer strikes than anyone in UFC history. The most elusive fighter ever to compete in the UFC.
Yeah, his skill set is very interesting, Mike. And one of the things about Lyoto Machida is, first of all, his stance. The fact that he's a Shotokan karate fighter, that's his original discipline. He fights in a different way with a different distance than most Muay Thai guys do. Muay Thai guys fight closer. So it's more difficult for people to figure out his timing. On top of that, he also utilizes all the techniques of Muay Thai as well. He's got beautiful leg kicks, great elbows and knees, and his jiu-jitsu is also top-notch. Plus, the guys he trains with Anderson Silva and some of the very best fighters in the world down in Brazil. I've seen some of the footage of him training online for this fight, and he looks like he has kicked everything to the next level. He looks absolutely outstanding, and I think this is just going to be an awesome fight.
Lyoto Dragon Machida 5-0 in the UFC, 13-0 in his mixed martial arts career, steps into the Harley-Davidson prep point. His opponents have landed under 20% of their takedown attempts. Silva likes to take men down and beat them with his ground and pound. Unorthodox, effective, and hoping to set himself up for a shot at the light heavyweight champion, Sugar Rashad Evans.
Man, that is a nasty year. He earned that one.
His father, Yoshisa Shotokan, karate master, Lyoto, has been doing it his entire life. Started training karate at the age of 3. Two-time Brazilian champion, second in the South American Championship, looking someday to hold a title in the sport of mixed martial arts. Has wins in his career over BJ Penn, Stephan Bonner, Vernon Tiger White, Tito Ortiz, former longtime UFC middleweight champion, Rich Franklin. We are set for the battle of unbeatens. And our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight fight is brought to you by the only motorcycles worthy of being in the octagon, Harley-Davidson, 30-year-old Brazilian against 26-year-old Brazilian. 4 years older is Machida. Everything else is identical. Once again, with the official introductions of this, our co-main event of the evening, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. Brought to you by BSN, the world leader in physique, performance, and energy supplements. And Tap Out, an expression of combat known worldwide, now available at tapout.com. Zenergy, powered by Zions, the great tasting sugar-free premium energy drink. And now, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a striker, holding a perfect professional record of 13 wins with no losses. Standing 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 206 pounds. Fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, Thiago Silva! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a karate fighter, holding a perfect professional record of 13 wins with no losses. Standing 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 206 pounds, fighting out of Belém, Brazil, Lyoto, the Dragon Machida! And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Yves Lavigne.
Yves Lavigne, our referee.
Okay, let's go, guys.
Machida, Silva. Stare down.
Protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch left, do it now, go back to your corner. Let's go.
I guess they don't.
Are you ready, sir? You ready? Fight!
First round of this fight brought to you by FullTiltPoker.net, where you can learn, chat, and play with the pros. Machida, the southpaw. Silva, traditional stance in the blue and black trunks. Black and white trunks by Machida.
You see right away the difference in the positioning of Machida. Thiago Silva takes a much more traditional Muay Thai stance, whereas Machida, he steps wider and he stands back further.
Thiago Silva wants to rough Lyoto Machida up. Great foot sweeps possessed by Lyoto Machida. Watch the finger, the warning from Yves Lavigne.
Nice body kick by Machida.
Machida is great at moving laterally, Joe, and then boom, coming in. Now, the one thing Thiago Silva needs to be careful of is not to chase after Lyoto Machida, because he loves to counter.
Put it up, okay?
Inadvertent groin strike by Lyoto Machida.
Stay in your corner.
Inadvertent indeed.
You have to put it up, okay? You watch it.
Here it is. No doubt about that one.
Ouch.
When you are ready, you tell me.
Tonight, Las Vegas.
How much time
Next
left?
week, Tampa. A few weeks after that, London, England.
Yeah.
Special hello to
Thanks.
our partners watching in the UK tonight
okay?
on Setanta Sports.
You watch
Can't
it,
wait to
okay?
get back to the O2 Arena.
You ready, sir? You ready? Fight! Time in!
Couple of weeks for Sanchez and Stevenson. Coming out quickly, Thiago Silva after the stoppage. There it is.
Very nice takedown by Lyoto.
Great foot sweeps.
By chasing Lyoto, Thiago is falling right in Lyoto's hands. What Lyoto wants is you to come after him so he can counter. He looks for openings and then he attacks.
And he even said in some of the pre-fight interviews, did Silva, Joe, that I will chase him down. And as you said, that would probably be a bad idea.
Well, that's exactly what he's been training for his whole life. What he trains for is guys coming at him, he moves away, and then he attacks. That's his style. And I know Thiago's style is to chase guys down and wear them out, but big left to left Machida.
Silva goes down. It started with the knee, Joe. And again, it actually started with a little bit of a chase. Came in after him, looked to be aggressive. Machida able to counter.
It's almost like people can't resist chasing him. I mean, everybody falls in his trap so far.
Has not lost a round on the judges' scorecards in any of his UFC fights that have gone the distance. All but one of them have. The win over Sokaju, submission victory in the second round at UFC 79 down the road at the Mandalay Bay for Machida. Rampage set to fight Jardine in a few months. Sugar Rashad Evans, the title holder. These two men right in the light heavyweight title picture. Non-title fight, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Our main event of the night is for the welterweight championship. That will be scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds.
Thiago shifting his hips. Lyoto stepping out. Back to their feet. Let's see if Thiago keeps chasing him.
Silva's aggression is what makes him one of the more exciting fighters in the UFC. It also at times makes him very vulnerable, though.
Well, certainly against a guy like Lyoto.
And I know people have talked a lot, Joe, you and I've talked about it on the air. Again with a nice combination. Machida really pushing
stunned.
forward.
Now he's in side control.
You know, some have been critical of the elusiveness of Lyoto Machida in the past, but as you've always said, it seems like a bad idea to be a fighter and stand there and get punched in the face.
Listen, he has the most intelligent approach. He takes the least damage and he inflicts the most.
Seems like a good game plan to me.
I can't remember the last time he was even hurt in a fight.
Statistically, he has absorbed the fewest strikes in UFC history, and this is his 6th fight in the UFC.
There's very good things about karate, and what he's done is take those very good things and add them to the very good things about jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai and all these other things. He's incorporated the distance and the ability to leap in and leap out and avoid the attacks of Thiago with all the good techniques that are effective offensively from Muay Thai and from jiu-jitsu. It's just, he's got a great package, and it's an unusual one. Very difficult to train for.
Very difficult to find a training partner, Joe, that can, you know, kind of mirror the skills and give you the opportunity to prepare what he throws at you.
Oh, Thiago's out. It's over.
At Silva here in round 1. And it is all over. This fight has been stopped. Lyoto Machida finishes Thiago Silva at the end of the round.
At the very end of the round, literally. Let's take a look.